Hello, everybody. Andy Jacob here from DotCom Magazine. We are delighted to have Shari Hammond from the Inspired Product Development Group join us for our Entrepreneur Roundtable video series today. She has some products that if you haven't seen them, you need to see them. They are unbelievable. We've been on the website. We've looked at the product design that her and her father have worked on for many years, and some of these products you can't even get right now because they're selling out so fast. Shari, welcome to the video series.
Thank you for having me.
Shari, how did you start this ingenious Inspired Product Development Group where these products are just so ingenious, everybody has to have them?
Well, it just happened overnight, you know.
Of course it did, yeah.
Well, we have been tinkering with products. I've been tinkering with products all my life, pretty much. My father is a retired IBM engineer and has about 150 patents under his belt.
Wow.
So it's kind of in my blood. And a few years ago, we had the opportunity to start a company and kind of get back to our roots after, doing the corporate thing. And so we just decided to find products that we could invent a better mousetrap. And we came up with the Cabinet Caddy and Go Hang It.
So that's awesome. So you and your father sort of make up a 1-2 team. Is he more the inventor and you more the person that's sort of running the business? Is that how it works?
No, I would be lying to you if I said he's got the true engineer background, but we develop the products together. We make prototypes together and run ideas back and forth together. So it's truly, a combined effort. I have more of a graphic design marketing background. So together we make a really good team. That
is awesome. When I was on looking at your products, I showed my wife and she already found 2 or 3 products on your website that she wanted for around the house. I see over your shoulder, you've got a few of your products right there. What's the #1 selling product right now? I understand that you have even a tough time keeping them in stock because so many people want the product.
Well, the Cabinet Caddy has been out a little bit longer, so we've got a little bit more momentum. But yes, we are running low on stock, and because of the situation right now, our production times are a little bit longer. But we do have more on the way. It's the Cabinet Caddy, and it's right here. And it's perfect for storing spices and prescriptions and medicines, knickknacks, paints, crafts, pretty much anything you can put in it.
So that's a perfect idea. So tell us how you came up with this idea, because we have a lot of entrepreneurs that watch the show that are trying to develop their own products and they see someone as successful as you. They want to emulate that. How did you sort of come up with this idea?
Well, I ran across a product, there are a lot of products out there that are for cabinet storage and they pull out and all that kind of stuff, but they're bulky or they don't work well together. The thing about ours is that because it has a radius on it, you can set 2 units side by side and they work well together. And so you can literally create a library of organized things.
That's a great idea. You see so many different things for kitchens and for bathrooms. And you mentioned you could even put prescription medication in this Cabinet Caddy. It's a wonderful idea. Can people get a hold of one of these right now, or are you on back order because they're so popular?
We do have some. Amazon has some and they're selling, and we do have some that we're shipping out of our warehouse, but we are running low.
Okay, so obviously at the end of this, we'll give some information so that people hopefully will be able to get in under the gun so that they'll be able to get in on this run so you can deliver one of these to them before you run out for the next shipment to come in, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, now there's something very exciting happening at the company at Inspired Product Development Group. And it's a new product that you've unleashed, and it's been inspired by you and your dad working together. Tell us what the name of this is. And what I really loved about it was the way that the back pops off and you have everything you need to hang photos and pictures and all kinds of great things. So tell us a little bit about the new product.
So this is Go Hang It. It's a picture hanging and leveling tool where you can hang collages with 0 measuring required. It comes with everything you need, including this little carry case that pops off the back and has 85 pieces of hardware in there. So that's pretty cool. And then it's designed for wire picture hanging, where you suspend the wire over here, and then you use this little poker to mark your nail holes once it's suspended on the wall. And then we also use these little magnetic keys that live right here, and they are for sawtooth hanging pictures. And what this does is, I don't know if you can see, but it has a little positioning point right there.
Yeah.
And that is magnetic, and it fits up underneath your sawtooth hanger, just like this on your frame. And then when you put it on the wall, you push and you mark your nail holes. So makes it very simple and easy. There's zero measuring, and you can always get it level because there's a detachable level on there that sits on top of your frame, and I'll help you level it right up. But if you go to our website, you can see the demonstration videos. It'll give you a much better demo.
So this is ingenious. So this is, you know, a perfect example of entrepreneurism at its best, thinking of something that people need, finding something that solves a problem, and then providing people with a solution. I could have used this 100 times in the past couple of years to hang all my pictures. And when people are moving, they always want to hang their pictures, and you want them straight, and you want them leveled, and you don't want to put so many holes in the wall. How did you come up with this idea?
So I'm a single mom, and I have a 12-year-old son. He's got a lot of basketball awards and pictures and stuff like that. And I wanted to, one of the things, my walls were bare, and I wanted to tackle this project. Well, I found that I could never get it right. And so we developed this product so that there was nothing that could tell you exactly where the nail should go, because it's on the back of the frame. Your hardware is mounted on the back of the frame, and sometimes it's not where it's supposed to be, or it's not level. And so even though you make your line level and you put your nails up there, when you hang it, because the hardware is not mounted right, it'll hang askew. And it was driving me nuts. And so, you know, necessity is the mother of invention, correct? So it's just kind of happened that way.
Wow, Shari, that's just an amazing story, to be able to think of something and then bring something to market. How long did it take you, by the time you sort of thought of the idea, to have not only a prototype, but an item that you could sell? How long did that process take you?
So our goal at Inspired Product Development Group is to come out with a new product every year. Now that is a very aggressive timetable from conception. Well, it's not really from conception, but to launch a new product. You know, I would say we have 3 or 4 ideas in the fire right now, and we just have to pick that next one to launch the next year. But from the very beginning to prototyping, I would say it'd probably take anywhere from 3 to 6 months, and then manufacturing molds and creating molds and fine tuning is probably another 3 months, and then, you know, financing that product. And so it takes a while. I would say a year to 3 years on an aggressive schedule.
It takes some time to get a product to market. For the people watching this that haven't successfully launched the business like you've been able to launch, what type of advice can you give, like a young entrepreneur perhaps that has an idea but maybe can't get himself off the sideline, or can't get himself going, or herself going, of course? What kind of like positive advice can you give these types of people that want to start something like what you've built?
I would say prototype, 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 because this is your baby. You want to make sure that it's right once you take it to market, and you know, spend the money to get prototypes made, get them in the hands of people who have a need for using it, see what they say, you know, tweak it, and, you know, just use it yourself over and over and over again, and then go and make another prototype. And the last thing you want to do is to get into production with something that's just not right. So
constantly making sure that you have this prototype where it needs to be to take it to production.
Yes.
That's really, really sound advice. Once an entrepreneur has an idea for a product, is it wise for them to check copyrights or check trademarks or talk to an attorney maybe for a patent. Can you address that a little bit on how you handle that in your business?
Well, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office does make it available for you to file those. If you're a very small entity, you can file them on your own.
Great.
It is not a friendly process. It's not intuitive. I wish it were more friendly, but we eventually ended up having to hire a patent attorney to get it done right, because, you know, you're busy trying to get your business off the ground, and the last thing that you want to mess with is all that. But on the trademark front, we actually went forward with a name on the Cabinet Caddy that we ended up not being able to use. So we had to, reverse direction and learn the hard way. But live and learn. We didn't do that with Go Hang It. We got what we wanted, and we were able to move forward.
So this is a great story, because as an entrepreneur, not everything always goes perfectly.
Oh, no.
So as an entrepreneur, you're going to go through some bumps. You're going to have some pots in the road, if you will. And the idea from what you're saying, Shari, is to be flexible enough that if you do make a mistake, you just kind of skin your knees, you wipe them off and get yourself back up and keep on going, right?
That's right. We call it a rolling change.
A rolling change. I like that. That's really good. Shari, your products are phenomenal. Again, I'm going to be probably taking one of each of them once I show my wife this video again, this interview. And if people want to pick up one of your new products or the Caddy, where do they go to pick this up? I'm sure you're online, and I even believe you're with a big box store right now. So tell us a little bit about that, and tell the people watching this how they can look further into your products to pick the one that's going to be right for them. Sure.
Of course, you can go to inspiredpdg.com. So that's Inspired Product Development Group, just shortened. And we're also available on Amazon. Go Hang It just got into homedepot.com. So we're pretty excited about that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So go to homedepot.com and check it out.
So you go there and you'll just put in the search bar, Go Hang It, and buy one for yourself and 10 or 20 for stocking stuffers for the holidays.
They make great wedding gifts.
That's right. That's right. Shari, listen, we are so impressed with what you've been able to accomplish with your company. We love the new ideas that you're coming out with, and we look forward to seeing many more ideas, hopefully one a year like you mentioned. And I know you're super busy shipping these out all around the country, and we really appreciate you coming out and spending some time with us today. We know it's hard to find valuable time for successful entrepreneurs, and we really appreciate you coming to the show today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Shari.
Thank you.